time for 7 minutes of sunshine on this Monday, cold Monday morning in Ohio. Today, I thought I would share what inspired me over the weekend. And I am always inspired by people who stand up to do the right thing. And as you know, we do that, finish that impeachment trial. And we saw some political courage. And there were 7 senators who stood up and did what they thought were the right thing. And there were 43 who didn't. And so I was just listening to Morning Joe this morning, and one of the folks said that what those 43 senators did was politically rational, but morally derelict. And the conflict, that whole conflict between following our tribe and our own self-interest and doing what we think is right. So I thought I would just share briefly, and then I'll do the practice, one of those courageous senators who spoke yesterday.
We're now joined by one voter to convict Trump, Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana. Dr. Cassidy, thanks for joining us this morning. You had a pretty succinct statement in the wake of your vote. You say, I voted to convict President Trump because he is guilty. Why do you think he's guilty? When did you make up your mind?
So I listened very carefully to all the arguments. But if you describe insurrection as I did, as an attempt to prevent the peaceful transfer of power, we can see the president for 2 months after the election promoting that the election was stolen. People still tell me they think Dominion rigged those machines with Hugo Chavez from Venezuela. That is not true, and all the news organizations that promoted that have retracted. He then scheduled the rally for January the 6th, just when the transfer of power was to take place. And he brought together a crowd, but a portion of that was transformed into a mob. And when they went into the Capitol, it was clear that he wished that lawmakers be intimidated. And even after he knew there was violence taking place, he continued to basically sanction the mob being there. And not until later did he actually ask them to leave. All of that points to a motive and a method, and that is wrong. He should be held accountable.
You are already facing backlash in your home state, as I know you know. The executive committee of the Louisiana GOP voted unanimously to censure you last night. And the chair of the Republican caucus in the Louisiana State House added this. We want to show it right now. Senator Bill Cassidy, you no longer represent the majority of people in Louisiana who recently voted you into office. You are part of the problem with D.C. Don't expect a warm welcome when you come home to Louisiana. Your response?
Don't expect a warm welcome when you come home to your state. That's political courage. That's doing what you think is morally right. That is inspiring. So think about the times in your life when you've had these, I'd say, a nexus between doing what you think is right and standing up to your tribe, understanding how difficult that is, how it takes courage, how it takes your own fortitude. It is kind of how we become who we are, is standing up for our values, standing up for ourselves, even when everybody else says that's not what we should do. So I respect and admire that. I really do. Let's take that into the practice today, but I needed to mention it. Again, history in the making. Those are the moments of truth when people get to decide what the right thing is to do, and they get to make a choice and live with those consequences, right? So, nice job, 7 senators. And now, how about some daily reminders? How do you like my little daily reminder slide? So these things help too. These little daily reminders are helpful as we think about our day and living our values and basically, what are your values? You know, mine are love, courage, family, and community. So anchoring ourselves in our values help us make those right choices. And then my superpower is to inspire me in spirit. What is yours? And then, India Ari, This helps so much. Always, always, always believing that we're worthy. We are deserving of respect and high regard simply because we exist. Then we don't worry so much about what other people think. We do what we think is the right thing to do. And then understanding we have a precious human life every day. I think as you wake up today, I'm fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life and I'm not going to waste it. This time goes by so fast. What are we doing with those precious, precious moments? And a couple more for you here. And my transition, I would find a better way to transition my slides. That would be so cool. And then as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Shine that light. And then practicing our self-care. I know some of you out there are really working on this. So do it, do it, do it. It makes a huge difference, huge difference. Always holding ourselves in the palm of our hands. Always starting by loving ourselves. And that means every single part of ourselves. And as we love and shine light on every dark corner, we liberate ourselves, folks, to shine more light. Drink lots of water. We're mostly water. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables instead of all that sugar, right? And then exercise, exercise, exercise. It gets the endorphins going and it feels really damn good. And a couple more things that will help you in your day, our daily reminders. Let's see, we got a new president. We've got a new era. Let this grim era of demonization in America begin to end here and now. Got to help. We got to help do that. And remembering they are us, which is one of the toughest things to do as we run across people that don't share our values. And we remember that they are us. Look for the good in everybody. Look for maybe what that common shared value might be. Build those bridges. And then lead with love. Use the golden rule. And do the next right thing. And I love to end the practice on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful poetry by Amanda Gorman. For there is always light, if only we are brave enough to see it, if only we are brave enough to be it. That, my friends, are the daily reminders. Have an interview tomorrow. You're going to love it, I promise. Joe Wenger. He is a courageous young man who's doing a lot of good in our community. So join me tomorrow with Joe. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy out, the sun is always shining. Have a great day. Bye-bye.